Hey everyone, how's it going? Augie with Augie TCG here, and today we're going to be doing an absolutely awesome video. So I have a big list of card shops that we're going to be going to. I'll pop it up right here, but we are going to be doing a tour of all of the awesome card stores in my area. So I just Googled really just trading card stores in my area, and this is what came up. There's my personal LCS that I go to all the time. There's one I go to play games. And then a handful that I've never personally been to before. So we're going to be embarking on this adventure today, along with my friend Blake. So let's go ahead. Let's get started on our road trip today. All right, guys, our first stop is going to be Jester's Gallery. As you can see, they have a whole bunch of assortment of cool Magic the Gathering packs. Just a lot of stuff that you don't really see. They got a handful of the Flesh and Blood, and then we get over to the English and Japanese Pokemon packs, as well as just a little bit of Lorcana. The thing I like about Jester's is it's super close to my house and one of the only places that has One Piece events in our area. So as you can see, they have a whole bunch of older packs here. They got some of the Dollar Tree XY packs. They got some stuff that you don't see every now and then. Whole bunch of evolutions. You can see XY Furious Fist. Then we start getting into the graded stuff here. So you can see they have a half cabinet here of the nice vintage graded stuff, as well as a few bit of modern for PSA as well as CGC. And then we drop down, they have a bit of Lorcana and Yu-Gi-Oh over there. Then we get into our trainers and gold cards. So they have an awesome assortment of just everything that you need here in terms of trainers, and then a cool Greninja, and I think it was Zoroark there. Now we're on to the more modern full art stuff. I'm not even sure what I'm zooming in on back there, but just a whole bunch of cool modern cards. They got all of the full arts. They have the new gold and teal cards there, and then we move up a shelf, get to a bit of the vintage stuff here. So there's you can see Jungle, you got the Pidgeotto, there's a Doug Trio, whole bunch of cool awesome modern cards, as well as a jumbo Three Birds, as well as the gold cards from the UPC. Just some stuff you don't see every day. They have a shelf of Charizards, and then we move on to the sealed product here. So they had a whole bunch of sealed products, some older stuff. I mean, it's modern, but it's more older stuff that you're not seeing as much in stores. So you saw like the Eevee Pokemon Go set there, as well as a entire shelf of ETB. So they got Lost Origins, Scarlet Violet stuff. Moving on to the boxes and the tins. Cyclizar, got Virizion, there's some 151 at a fairly reasonable price. They have the lunch boxes, as well as more of the Scarlet and Violet specialty set ETBs over there too. They also have a whole bunch of board games, so if that's something that you guys are into and you are in the area, make sure to check them out. Getting on here to more tins, so they got a bunch of the lunch boxes, as well as the Pokemon Go tins. They have a whole bunch of the build and battles. They got the trainer kits, the battle stadium sets, as well as just an entire rack of plushies here, as well as some action figures. So if you guys are into action figures, make sure you swing on by. They got some deck accessories, so they got deck boxes, a whole bunch of unique deck boxes. They have custom made binders from a local artist, which I thought was super cool, and I wanted to show those off. Awesome looking binders, as well as just some, typical Boulder stuff. They got some Yu-Gi-Oh up there, but yeah, mostly deck boxes here in a wide assortment. So if you play the game, make sure you stop on by. Huge wall of just sealed product, packs, booster boxes, everything that you could want. And then on the way out, they have a whole bunch of playmats. So just wanted to show some stuff. Rest in peace to Metazoo. Love the artwork on those playmats, I will be honest. And then we are stopping at my favorite store here, and it is Rochester Sports Cards. So I come here all the time for Magic as well as Pokemon. Just taking a look here at their case. It is a wide assortment of just about everything that you're looking for. You can see the gold Giratina there. They've got Pikachu, the promo, they have Charizards, they've got Eevees, they've got trainers, they've got just about everything that you could be looking for in terms of Pokemon singles. They have a huge stack of PSA graded cards there, as well as the older alt arts, as well as some Charizards there. Just wanted to show off the Charizard. That Venusaur there is awesome, OG art. Just taking a look there at the slabs. And then the Magic cabinet is full of some absolute bangers. So these guys have it color-coded. So there's, the black cards, the green cards, white, so on and so forth. That top shelf there, I can't remember if I go back to it, was absolutely stacked with dual lands as well as power. So that is an awesome look. There were some serialized up there, so I hope I go, yep, there we go. Some serialized artifacts there from Ravnica Remastered, as well as the dual lands, the shock lands, everything you need to build a competitive deck, and an awesome Spider-Man D20. I just had to show that off. More in the Magic stuff. So again, there's a full set of Commander decks and more of the MTG singles. There's some Fallout cards in there, so they've got just about everything that you could be looking for. More artifacts, as well as the red section here. Awesome cards from those guys at Rochester. And I'll say it again, if you guys are in the area, make sure that you come by. Here's a list of their their sealed, and this was filled like 2 weeks ago. I wish I could go back in time and get those booster boxes. Lost Origins at 150. Man, I would kill for that. But they've got some Obsidian Flames, Paradox Rift, Temporal Forces, as well as a whole bunch of Magic the Gathering sealed product. They had a competitive collector box or whatever that Pokemon massive box is up there. But yeah, they got some Lorcana here at the end. And then all of these boxes are filled with Magic singles. You see the two binders in front are going to be Pokemon Vs, VMAXs, the low-end alt arts are all going to be out there. But then their wall of Pokemon product, which includes a whole bunch of tins. They've got that Adventurers pack, which I do have one. I need to open that. A whole bunch of sleeves that come out of the ETBs. So if you're just looking for the sleeves, make sure you stop by here. They've got the Commander deck precons. What else they got here? They got ETBs galore. There you go. Everything from Scarlet and Violet to Crown Zenith. They got the Lugia boxes, as well as some of the Paldean Fates, the tins, all that sorts of stuff there. Just honestly a great selection here at Rochester. And then they have all this awesome sports card memorabilia or sports memorabilia. On the way out, they actually do have these coasters that they have made. There's the original 3 starters, as well as a whole bunch of other sports-related stuff. And again, just more sports memorabilia. This shop has a great mix of everything. On the other side, they've got more of like the Michigan State, Detroit Tigers, Detroit Lions, all that good stuff. Just Detroit, historic Detroit stuff. And then a massive clearance table, which is absolutely awesome. And then next up, we've got Double Team Gaming. So this was my first time at the store, and let me tell you, this store was awesome. The thing that I liked most about it is specifically Pokemon. So you're not going to find Magic, you're not going to find One Piece. It is just Pokemon, which is absolutely awesome. You can see they have a wide selection of just about everything. They got vintage, they got energies, they got a whole rack of just Pikachus. They got some gold cards here, which are absolutely beautiful. They've got the Ace Spec stuff, as well as a few of the more modern cards. There's some 151, as well as some older EX and V stuff. We've got some alt arts down there, which they were cleaned out. Would have definitely picked up some of the alt arts, because that's when they were kind of going crazy. Some more of the modern stuff. There's some shinies coming out of Paldean Fates. We got the trainers, more of the shiny stuff. There's the Iono, the Gardevoir, there's Arven, more full art trainers from the more modern sets. They had a little bit of Sword and Shield, and then a handful of the gold cards. And this cabinet I just wanted to show off because it had a bunch of the more necessity stuff that you need for playing the game. So there was like and the Metazoo. Again, rest in peace, Metazoo. As well as some of the pencil kits. And then this one is cool because it's not Pokemon card focused. It's more of like the memorabilia stuff. So there's, like, you can see all of those action figures. They've got the games. They've got all of these cool Pokemon or Pikachu figures. Again, the games. They've got complete and box games, sealed games, all that sort of stuff that you could need, as well as the Japanese vintage stuff, which is absolutely beautiful. Some stuff that I haven't even seen, and like I was alive collecting Pokemon during this time, so it's awesome to see. More vintage stuff. There's Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium, and the N64 Pokemon Stadium. Man, that that stuff really took me back. And then they had a complete framed picture of the original holos. They had a whole bunch of cool just Pokemon stuff, and that's what's awesome about a Pokemon Focus store is they have so much unique, just awesome stuff to look around. They've got binders full of holos, Vs, VMAXs, everything that you could be looking for. As you can see, rainbow cards, they've got everything. And then again, just another like mural thing of just Pokemon holos. They have their play space back here for when they host events. You'll get a glimpse of some of the coolest stuff back there, but just an awesome store. Love the design. As you can see, all Pokemon stuff. So this is right behind the shelf. So they've got all of these deck boxes, singles. They've got packs to open back there. A bunch of like the little memorabilia stuff. And then here we have the PSA cards. So you can see some 151 in there. They've got vintage. They've got the Japanese, what is that, miscut Alakazams. Those are sweet. All right, and then here they have their collection boxes, their ETBs. There is mystery packs that they make at the store. And then as you can see at the bottom there, I'm going to zoom in here. Custom Pokeballs, which are absolutely awesome. I do zoom in on the business card there. So if you guys do like these, which I was so tempted to buy that Gengar, check out the artist there. I think it was an Etsy shop. But man, those looked cool. And then what I thought was the most unique thing, they have arcade games that you can play to win Pokemon-related stuff. So you can win an ETB, you can win collector boxes, you could win singles, you could win keychains. It is just so cool. Like they've got the little coin thing that literally drops packs and singles. The singles are in top loaders, so don't worry about the cards getting damaged. Next, we have Eternal Games here. So, again, another big store that's got a lot of board games. But let's turn around and show some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles that they have mixed in with their Pokemon. So right below, you can see a lot of the vintage cards. They've got a whole bunch of Zapdos. You can see it looks like they sorted it by like electric, fire, water, that sort of stuff. But just some beautiful cards. They got full art trainers. They have the split Yu-Gi-Oh! And Ho-Oh, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Lugia and Ho-Oh, as well as some vintage packs, which are absolutely cool. I can't remember the name of the collection for that Psyduck, but that is not something that you see every day. Again, full art trainers, gold cards, awesome store. I absolutely loved coming here. It was just great. We got some Gengars. There's Gengar and Mimikyu, which, again, filmed a couple weeks ago. I wish I could have gone back and got that. Oh, man. Such a cool card. All right, Blaziken full art. You can see Blastoise, Typhlosion, a whole bunch of the old stuff. And then this is actually the first store that has One Piece. So they have an entire case of One Piece singles. So all along the top there is the alt art leaders. Right below that we have the SR alt arts, SRs, that sort of stuff. So they have, I think, one of every single leader alt art, which is absolutely awesome. Again, a whole bunch of the playable SRs, the sought-after stuff that everybody is looking for, showcased right there in the front. They got that Zoro that I love the alt art for that Zoro. Looks so cool. Down here in the yellow and blue section, it looks like. Oh, there's some black in there too. Yeah, this just looks like normal SRs. They got the special Zorodons, the assorted Dons, and then I can't remember what that was, but it's a complete set of something there. This is their product wall. So again, it's a Magic Focus store. They actually had a Magic tournament going on while we were there. They got snacks and stuff while you're there. But the thing that I like is they have it sorted, so it's like vintage, modern, blah blah blah. You know, here is their Pokemon section. Nice little section over there, mixed in with some Yu-Gi-Oh! And Flesh and Blood, as you saw earlier. Just going to do a quick showcase of their showcase. Um, it is all of their Magic singles and everything that they got. So it's just cool seeing all this stuff. I think I kind of breezed through them a little faster than I did at Rochester. Man, this was a long day, let me tell you. All right, and then here we are at Hyped Cards and Collectibles, I believe it is. As you can see, they had a whole bunch of just action figures as well as an entire couple showcases of Pokemon. So here's some more vintage stuff as well as some of the full arts on the bottom row. I'm not going to showcase it, but they have a whole bunch of packs for just assorted stuff throughout history. Like, it was super cool. But you can see gold cards. They've got everything in here. That was back at I don't know what the heck is going on there. That was back at Eternals. But here is hyped cards with the slabs. Just a whole bunch of everything. You can see Charizard's like crazy. Vintage hollows, again, up here on this shelf. Base set, jungle, fossil. They've got e-readers, just about everything that you could be searching for. They are going to have it here. And then up on the next shelf, I actually wanted to showcase this because it's a Christopher Rush Mewtwo. So Magic the Gathering fans know Christopher Rush. He did the iconic art for Black Lotus in Magic the Gathering, and I just wanted to showcase that real quick. Don't know why I didn't zoom in on it at the store, but they have the best sealed collection that I have ever seen. So if you guys are looking for anything sealed, stop by this place because it is awesome. Look at this. Like, I mean, every ETB through Sword and Shield, they have UPCs, they've got, booster boxes, just about everything that you could be looking for, as well as some One Piece, Lorcana, Yu-Gi-Oh! Back there in the corner, even a little bit of Magic the Gathering. They have some Disney stuff. And then there is their sealed pack collection, which, again, incredible. Some of the best that I've seen in a very long time. Goes all the way back to, like, XY. Here is their alt art case here. So some alt arts that you don't see every day. They had the small but cute, or cute but deadly, one of the two. I can't remember. Alt art there. So thought that was a very, very cool and beautiful card. We got some A-Spec, some of the modern stuff mixed in with the Crown Zenith alt arts. You got some more alt arts back there. You can see the Noivern, Gyarados, Mega Evolutions. We got some of the more recent gold cards as well as the rainbows back there. And then onto our final place, which is Jawbreakers. I unfortunately didn't film much here because I just had a great conversation with the guy behind the counter. It made me completely forget that I was here to film, but this is their Magic section. It seems like they are primarily a sports card place, but they do have a good chunk of old packs. As you can see here, we got Gym Challenge, Neo. We got the Ace Spec stuff. A lot of the, like, Unbroken Bonds. Like, how often are you going to see Unbroken Bonds? You got gold cards, alt arts, rainbows. You can see some of the lower end alt arts as well as the V's, V Maxes, that sort of stuff. Here is a cabinet of almost completely gold cards, as well as some of the full art V's, EXs, that sort of stuff. We got a little bit of the shiny Pokemon down there from across the generations. Some full art trainers here, which, man, it was tough for me to not pick these up. I've been falling in love with full art trainers. I don't know what it is. And then here are some of the illustration rares from the more recent Scarlet and Violet sets. Getting into a little bit of the Crown Zenith alt arts. Here is vintage hollows, as well as some of the, like, reverse hollows. Man, I just can't get over how awesome vintage cards look. And, you know, one of these days I'll be able to do a haul. They had these shelves kind of stacked a little tight, so I couldn't get down to zoom in on everything. But again, just some awesome collections from throughout the years. As you can see, it's just beautiful art. There was Japanese in there, I believe, mostly English. So if that's your thing, make sure you check these guys out.
They got hollows from, like I said, just about every single era. Just below, you can see some of the Topps cards too, which again, you don't see those every day. And it's just cool to see these unique type of cards. Some PSAs, CGC slabs down there. I believe one of those is HGA. There's just a little bit of their sealed collection, and then it gets into their PSA cabinet, which is absolutely awesome. They had an entire row of just the high-end alt arts, which again, if I could go if I could go back 2 weeks, hindsight's always 20/20, right? So there is all of the alt arts. There's a Charizard from Celebrations, and then some of the I don't want to call them lower end alt arts, but a little bit less of the sought after ones, as well as some Master Balls and Shiny.
All right, guys, and we are back from the TCG card store road trip, and honestly, it was an absolute blast. I didn't end up purchasing anything this time, but honestly, I had a blast filming this, so I'll probably do it again with more card stores, some from the same video, because there were a handful that I really, really liked that I really want to go back to. Some of them, the ones that I don't usually go to, so that'll be fun to revisit those. So if you guys like this type of content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys think I should do another one of these videos. If you guys have any criticisms or improvements that I can make to them, just let me know. And as always, guys, have a good one.